Hello everyone. Haven't done a review in a while, mainly because I haven't found anything sort of worth reviewing that hasn't already been reviewed by someone else or isn't going to be reviewed by someone else, because most of these are very common and fairly well known. But I decided to talk about the Trumpeter Bumblebee movie Starscream because it's quite a nice kit when I saw it. And I actually think that I think it's worth what I paid for it. However, first want to preface this video by saying this is not out of the box. I have already panel lined all the parts to quite a degree and put down some weathering pastels. However, I have not painted it. So the colors you see here are inherent from the box. It comes pre-painted, which is actually very nice because you've got some very nice gunmetal and you've got actually a very glossy red. Now that being said, Starscream is actually very similar in mold to the Trumpeter Toys Blitzwing. And Blitzwing only differs in the case of having slightly different intakes, which actually come in the box. So you can actually swap these out to the grey intakes that Blitzwing has. However, Blitzwing has a different backpack that doesn't come in the box. These Seeker wings are unique to this kit. I think you may have noticed that it goes without saying, this is a small kit. It fits in my hand. And in comparison to, let's say, a typical high-grade size kit, this is the, I forgot what it's called, but this is a 30-minute missions kit. And this is typically the size of a high-grade kit if you count the shield that I installed on its backpack. And you can see the Starscream is fairly diminutive. That's not a problem for me. However, if you're thinking of doing things like kit bashing, I'd say this does not fit well into that, not only in terms of its size, the length of its limbs and the size of its head, but also the types of joints that it uses. While there are a lot of very, very useful ball joints, these are not typical standard sizes that could mix with your Bill Divers kits from Bandai, from your Gunpla and all that. However, there are some very, very nice shapes. Hands are a very nice shape. The legs have very, very nice details, and especially the backpack, which would fare well if you put in a little bit of work fixing out the joints and making that compatible with Gunpla. And that's the main reason I got this, because I actually want to do sort of a mixed build, creating some of my own Transformers styled models. That being said, I think this kit is pretty good out of the box because it also comes with a stand. The stand is actually dark grey, which I painted purple and gold, and I also painted the emblem. It comes with both emblems out of the box actually. There is a Autobot insignia as well, which I'll probably paint and put elsewhere. But as far as this is concerned, it's a fairly nice base, and the base is possibly the only thing that is compatible with 3mm hardpoints. So you can use this base for Gunpla, or well, 30-minute missions at least, anything that fits the 3mm ecosystem. So that's pretty nice. There's not much more to say about this aside from the fact that in terms of Transformers collectors, a lot of people are going to ask about posability, and I hate to say this, but it's not very posable, especially in the current world of Transformers figures, and I mean toys. Your knees don't get a full bend. You get more than 90 degrees. The elbows only give you about 90 degrees. And your shoulders, you can't stretch his hands over his head unless you rotate them upward in this way, which makes your pauldrons upside down. So in terms of posability, especially for a model kit, this leaves a bit to be desired. The head doesn't tilt much as well. I don't think you're going to get much tilt out of the head, although you get your full rotation there. And the wings are actually very, very nice. You can actually get a lot of emotion out of the wings, so that's pretty nice too. What I don't like about the Bumblebee movie Starscream, or the Seekers in general, is that you don't have the null rays on the shoulders that hang downwards. The weapon is actually up here in the wing, which is nice. I'll give you that, but I think the silhouette of Starscream could do with a little bit of improvement, so I'll probably work on that. All in all, this kit probably this is not the kit's fault. I did not pack these in tightly because I did not want everything to be fixed yet. I'm going to customize it. Yes, all in all, I don't consider this a bad buy or a bad kit. I just think that it doesn't stand on its own. I'll give you that. For an ornament, yes, it does, but it does not have a lot of shelf presence when you put it next to, say, Gunpla. However, if you are a Transformers collector, and I assume there would be some that will watch this, if you're a Transformers collector, I think this is a very, very nice little trinket, pocket toy. You put it on the dashboard of your car, or you can take it with you, because ignoring the fact that I have loosened all the parts in order to repaint them, if you didn't do that, this is actually a very, very firm toy. Does not have a lot of parts that stick out or hang around, so it's not going to fall apart on you, and it's something nice that you can carry with you, or put in the car or somewhere on the desk for you to mess around with. So it kind of sits in a very comfortable spot between model kit and toy, in the sense that yes, you have to build it, but it's a fairly easy build, about an hour, and it's painted like a toy, and it does have a very, very nice toy-like feel to it. However, it's got model kit quality, meaning that the angles are nice and sharp, the panel lines are nice and deep, so it's got a lot of potential. And yes, so I do recommend it. I do recommend it. Just a little bit more on the accessories. It comes with weapons. So Starscream has a arm-mounted gun. I suppose this is very Bayverse inspired, where the hand transforms into a gun. However, like I said, I'll probably swap that out and try and create some null ray ports here and move those to the shoulders so he can get a more Starscream silhouette. And then you have the what I like to call the Bumblebee mute button that came with Blitzwing, and you can put that and replace an arm as well, so that's pretty nice. And also, because you do get a little bit of shoulder flex, you can actually bring that up to his face. He can sort of do like very nice threatening poses with this weapon, so that's pretty nice. Another notable feature is the very nice pistons on the feet. I think those were a very, very nice detail, and there's a lot of inside detail as well. If I pull off the backpack, you can see there's a fair amount of very nice detail that if you detailed with a little paint, I'm just gonna mess around with it right now. If you detail it with a little bit of paint, I've got a bronze marker here. You draw these things out. Like so. I think you can bring out a lot of character in this little kit. Should have used a brighter gold, but you get what I mean. This is fairly nice. Also, waist swivel isn't much, and you get the split, but I felt that I think Starscream's, even the Seeker toys, the transforming toys, have never really had much of a waist swivel, so I could never really get into, even though Starscream is probably my second favorite character in Transformers, could never really get into the mainline Seeker Starscreams, simply because I really need that waist swivel. At least it gives a bit, and I think I really like this. So I'm not going to ramble on much more, but I think if you have any questions about this model kit, please please comment below so that I can clarify and talk about more of its features. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I urge you to check out some of my other videos. They tend to be quite eclectic because I usually just talk about what I like and talk about what I want to. But yeah, check it out and comment on things that you think are interesting to you that I could probably do in a subsequent video too. Okay, that's all for me. Take care. Bye bye.